Hey guys, I want to share one more tactic with you that I used on this particular property, High Street. As you can see, this is the disclosure statement. We're going to jump down to page 7. This is the same thing you fill out on all your disclosures, saying, okay, this is what's going on the property. This is what I want to share with you. This is other equipment and appliances, and keep in mind that usually this is where you talk about what items are included in the sale of the house. And look at the way that I filled this out, and this is important because you got to read each sentence. This section must be completed for each item that will or may be sold with the property. The fact that an item is listed does not mean it is included in the agreement of sale. Terms of an agreement of sale negotiated between buyer and seller will determine which items, if any, are included in the purchase of this property. So typically, what you'll see is that it's only got, the garage transmitter, I don't know, that maybe down here, the refrigerator, the range, and the microwave. As you can see, I clicked yes on everything. And I got to tell you, this threw not only my agent, but the broker for a loop because they've never seen this. And when they called me and they say, hey, did you fill this out incorrectly? I was like, no. Read what it says. The section says, it talks about what will or may be sold with the property. Everything may be sold with the property. Everything's negotiable. And I bring this up because not only did they have a problem with this because they'd never seen it before, they're like, no, that's not really the way we've done things. Well, I don't care how you've done it before. I'm submitting this, so anyone that places an offer on the property, they get this. And it worked fantastically because even though I accepted another offer, I had two other agents interested because they also had never seen this. And when they called, it prompted a discussion. And that's all I really care about is they called my agent and said, hey, what's going on? Your agent, your seller looks like they filled this out incorrectly. And she said, no. He actually, here's the rationale behind the reason this crazy California filled it out like this is because he thinks that everything's negotiable. And they're like, oh wait, are you saying that he could put in sprinklers? And wait, are you saying that if we negotiate it, well, he'll put in a hot tub on the back? And she said, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what he's trying to indicate here. And she's like, oh, this is the selling agent, or I'm sorry, the buyer's agent. Oh, that's interesting. Let me go back to my buyers. So really, while this seems ridiculous and everyone doesn't understand it, it's done it completely what I expected it to do, which is initiate a conversation between the potential buyers and my listing agent as to what's negotiable and what's the possibilities with coming to table on an agreement on this property. Otherwise, if I would have, marked the normal garage transmitter and fridge, then I would have never had that conversation. And quite frankly, that buyer's agent would have never had that conversation with her potential buyer saying, you know what? This seller seems to be very open. If you guys want to put in a higher fence, maybe it's not even on here. A higher fence, the 3-foot fence doesn't cut it, but because the buyer's agent knows that I'm willing to negotiate on almost anything, maybe the potential buyers want a 6-foot fence because they got a greyhound dog that jumps over a 3-foot fence. So that's the tactic I used on this seller disclosure. And it may be different for all disclosures. That's just what I had read. I read it really carefully and realized that everything may be sold with the property. So I just clicked, yeah, it could be sold with property. Anyway, hopefully it's helpful.